Okay, Dr. RJB. I was going to talk today about another controversial topic, um, and that is what good is weight training? And also, should you do weight training with free weights or with machines? Um, so, you know, Dr. RJ is 71 years old now, and he's seen some of his strength go down. Um, as a matter of fact, about 5 years ago or so, I was having trouble even getting up the stairs. I've told people that if I forgot something up in the bedroom upstairs and I came downstairs, and I realized that I had forgotten it, I had to think about whether I wanted to go back up those stairs again to get the object or just forget about it. And so, I had to make choices like that because it was hard for me to get up and down the stairs. I realized that that was not a good way to do things. Um, uh, I also started noticing around the same time that I was having trouble going out and running. Uh, I was starting to switch over to walking because I couldn't move my body fast enough to run. And when I did try to run, I was so slow um, that it was like the speed of a slow walk. I might be running at 25 minutes a mile. Um, uh, Most people walk at about 15 minutes a mile. So I would have people walk right past me as I was supposedly running. Um, and people would say to me, "Oh, you're doing a great job speed walking." Um, and I'd be thinking to myself, no, this is an old man running, not speed walking. Um, so I realized that I had lost a lot of the strength in my legs. And I figured that I needed to start thinking about working to increase my strength. That was when I got myself the barbell set that I have today. It started working out. Um, now, uh, when I first started out, I did exercises that probably were kind of sissy dad exercises. Even though I was doing the exercises, I was doing it with a very light weight, and I wasn't doing them very deeply. Um, uh, I did whatever I could, but I didn't really push it to the correct limits. One of the exercises that I did that was especially sissy was the squat. When you run, every time you hit the ground with your leg bends and you do kind of a semi squat. Your body may go down by a few inches, and then you pop back up again and proceed forward. So I kind of figured, what the heck do I need to go too low with my squat? I'll just go down, do a half squat or quarter squat, and come back up again. And I'll just basically practice what I do in running by only bending my leg part way. Well, this was good when I first started. And though it didn't really help my leg muscles that much, but it at least got me going so that I could run again. But I still was very slow. Um, Recently, over the past year, I've been taking it into a deep squat. Um, and, um, uh, uh, the first time I did it, I thought, oh, I'm going to hurt myself. I'm going to fall down. Um, but I finally did a good deep squat where my butt came down a little bit lower than my knees. And I was able to get back up again. Um, and I proceeded to go ahead and do reps of this deep squat. And what I noticed was that I started running faster because my legs got stronger when I did that. And it was easier for me to get up and down the stairs because my legs got stronger. So this is one of the reasons why weight training is good. Now, The question is, should you do that squat with the barbell on your back, or should you go to the machine where you're sitting and you do the leg press? Definitely with the machine, you can lift more weights than I can lift with the barbell. And that's partly because if I lift too much over my head, I might fall. And I actually did fall once. I was pushing it a little bit too much. I didn't do good technique. I got the weight over my head, and then I fell backwards. Just about busted everything in the room with the barbell as it fell, um, uh, but I managed to survive. So, you know, I could easily do more weight if you put me on that leg press machine because I don't have to worry about falling. So that's the advantage of the machines, is that you can do a lot more work on the machine than you can on the free weights. But the thing with the free weights is that you have to balance. When I do an overhead press with my weights, I have to be balanced. Otherwise, if I throw that weight over my head, I'm going to fall down. When I do that squat, I have to balance because otherwise I'll fall. So it requires me to use a lot more muscle when I'm doing free weights because of the fact that I have to balance than if I was doing the machine weights. Now, like I said, I've been a runner in the past, but I can see the wisdom of doing the weight training. And it really has made a difference in the fact that I can now run a lot better, and I'm running stronger, and I'm running faster. So speeds that I could only hold for maybe just a few feet, I can now hold for up to a mile. And I don't feel as tired at the end of the run. Sometimes when my muscles were getting weaker, I would have a lot of back pain, and I would just kind of like somehow get myself home, but I wasn't really enjoying it. Now, because I'm a lot stronger, I don't have a problem with um, uh, uh, getting so tired that I have a hard time getting back home again. I can go out for a distance and come back home, and I'm still feeling strong. So that's why I think weight training is a good idea. And I think that the free weights, for me at least, are better than the machine weights. Just like I feel that running outside is a lot better than running on the treadmill. So that's my opinion on this. And see you tomorrow.